Oh no. Y'all, that bag is body shaped. Alrighty. So today on Reaction Wednesday. Woo! It is time for Reaction Stream Wednesday. Woo! Can y'all tell I've had coffee today? I can tell I had coffee. Can you tell I've had coffee? We're going to be reacting to Cop finds missing mom in son's freezer. Dun dun dun! So let's get to rolling. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be wild. I have not seen this, so this is a first time reaction along with y'all. And let's go see. Is she cut up? Is she in full piece? How did the son hide his mom in his freezer? I don't know, but we're going to get going. Everyone say hi to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Like and subscribe. Okay. Reaction time Wednesday.
It's 3 days before Halloween in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where police conducting a welfare check are about to uncover a real-life horror story. Police are looking to check on 69-year-old Ernestina Lucero, who was reported
y'all, this is gonna be a serious video, but before I forget, did y'all get food or hydration today? I have food and hydration. You get food and hydration. You hear me? Go eat. Go hydrate. Grab your. I feel like saying snacks is messed up, but go grab food if you haven't eaten today.
Leroy? Is it Leroy?
I don't know his name. But he lived with an old lady.
Yeah. His last name, so.
Well, I know about like 2-3 weeks ago. Hold on, baby. 2-3 weeks ago, after a visit that she took me to, I haven't seen her since.
She took you?
Yeah, she used to, me and her, we would go to the food bank together. So she ended up taking us back and forth. After like a few times, I didn't see her.
She sounds like a nice old lady. Took the lady to the food bank with her, would drive her back and forth places.
Yeah, he sold the car. He asked us if we wanted to buy it. I had asked him like, where did she go? And he's like, she went to Mexico. He was saying a bunch of things about her leaving to Mexico with her boyfriend.
What?
And
an old lady just leaves Mexico out of nowhere with her boyfriend. Actually, y'all are gonna get some Irish lore. Apparently, I can't say in my S's today. So I want to say that seems a little far-fetched and unbelievable to be like his mom just ran to Mexico with her boyfriend. But I had a grandmother who married this dude, and her husband just straight up left her for Canada one day. Like, it's not funny, but after having the grandmother I did for a grandmother, because she was wild, I'll believe anything somebody tells me just about. Because I remember, like, little child me was like, oh, Grandma, where'd your husband go? And she was like, oh, and she's a southern old lady, right? So you gotta imagine, she's like, oh, baby, we got married. We were together for about a month, and then he just packed his bags and hopped over on the border to Canada. I haven't seen him since, haven't heard from him, don't know where he went. Hope he has a nice time, though. I'm gonna live my life in peace and go get another boyfriend. Like, she was a wild woman. So it's not far-fetched to believe that somebody just hopped the border with their boyfriend or just to another, like, country out of nowheres.
Like, a couple days later, he came and knocked, and he's like, hey, by any chance, do you want to buy my car? I'm trying to make money for rent. That's what he said.
How long ago was that?
Like a week ago. I know my brother asked him, like, where's your mom at? Because we haven't seen her in a while, and he, like, stuttered, and he just went silent.
Please.
When
they were fighting before she left.
That was my next
They were fighting before she left. I know there was a couple nights where they were going at it. I have a 2-year-old,
them and stuff.
and I've asked them to, you know, just take it down a little bit. He said he's thugging.
How loud are you fighting to where they can hear you on the other, like, end of the apartment building? Like, they're not next door. Like, they're next door neighbors, right? But they're not direct next door neighbors. He seems like he's across the way from her, not directly next to her. So how loud are you fighting? Where this lady's like, hey, I got baby. Can you just fight a little quieter?
She asked me about the mailbox because she needed to get her check for her social security check, she said. She said that she needed to get her check before he got it or something, that he was trying to take it, and then...
Standing next to Ernestina's missing poster, neighbors say it has been more than a month since they've seen her, and reveal that Ernestina and her adult son frequently fought, including the night she was last seen. They also told police that he recently sold her car, attempted to apprehend her social security checks, and claimed his mother went to Mexico with a boyfriend.
He's gonna say she went to Mexico, but she could.
Oh, this is about to be a wild story.
After nearly 15
You
minutes
tried
of
to
knocking,
apprehend her
one
money?
officer finally gets an answer.
Oh,
man. Yeah, come on. He's coming to the front door. Open up.
Sorry, man. I thought you were someone else, dude.
Mind if I step in and talk to you real quick?
Yeah, no problem.
Can I step in and talk to you?
Oh, yeah. Come in. Let's see if I step
Dogs
out.
friendly?
Yeah, they bite. I mean, they bark, they don't bite.
Officers identify the man seen here as 49-year-old Leroy Vallejos, the missing woman's
you think he
son.
does drugs?
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds mean, but he has a look about
I'm
him.
just coming in too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but.
Yeah, man. I thought you were this lady banging on the door. My bad. I was sleepy, dude.
Okay.
Oh, there was someone else. They literally screamed
Man,
police.
sorry about that. I've been.
What's been going on?
My mom's missing, man, but.
Hold up. See, a man acts guilty. If somebody comes on your door, right? I'm trying to make sure you can hear it. And they're like, police, open up. And you say your mom's been missing and police are looking for him. And you hear somebody banging on your door and you think it's someone else. Come on, have a better alibi. Y'all, like, I'm not saying commit crime, but tell me you have a better alibi, please. Other than, oh, I thought you were someone else. But people are looking for your missing mom, and the police have been coming around. Someone knocks on the door saying police, and you just assume it's somebody else. Please, you know who that is.
Always work. I've been overstressed, tired, you know what I mean?
Right through 362.
Just trying to get some rest, man.
Okay.
Exhausted from worrying, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the reason why we're here is because family.
Also, sorry, I'll let the video play. I just realized something he did, like, not caught himself in his own lie here. He doesn't know where his mom's at. He claims to neighbors that his mom just hopped the border to Mexico. But then he just told police that his mom randomly has been missing. So which is it? Did she go to Mexico, sir? Or has she been missing? Which is it? Since, oh, me too, I love body cams. Since you can't keep your story straight, did your mom go to Mexico? Or did she randomly go missing? Huh? I'm looking at you now, sir. See, I'm looking at you. Keep your story straight. I don't trust you. And again, I read the title, so this is going to be wild, but like, excuse me, sorry. I love picking them apart. Like, how are you going to... My big thing with like criminals and body cams, also allegedly, right? I gotta say alleged for like my own safety and because we don't know how this ends. But I also like really watching these to pick them apart because I get like they're mentally stressed out because they're trying to get away with like crimes like murder and stuff. But I love picking apart people's alibis when they slip up. Like, he just slipped up there. Oh, dang, you're gonna bonk me because I got my hair back. I see. But the way he is, he's like, oh yeah, she went to Mexico with her boyfriend is what she's telling all the neighbors and everybody else. But then the police come here and he's like, oh yeah, she's been randomly missing. Sir, if you knew she went to Mexico with her boyfriend, you wouldn't think she was randomly missing. You would have an idea of where she's at. I'm not saying you would 100% know where she's at in Mexico, but you would know she's not missing within the United States border. And that would be a problem to deal with the Mexican police and with the American embassy to get her back if you think she went against her own free will.
Is concerned and saying that they've been trying to reach out to you, that you just kind of been ignoring them.
Calls, man. I'll show you the text messages, everything. Man. I've never ignored none of them.
You sure? Okay. All right. Then,
I don't know why they get... Okay, I'm going to tell you. Like, my mom had some dude trying to get at me or something. And but I never came at her the same way.
What do you mean she's been trying to get at you?
Dudes that harass me and stuff. But I've never went at her like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So they know what she's capable of, so they're afraid of me doing it, I guess, is why they're thinking it. You know what I mean?
Okay. And now he's trying to paint himself as the victim and his mom as the aggressor, when literally everybody else has accounted that they both have been fighting but he's trying to paint it to the police as if she's been missing. He doesn't know where she's at. And he just sits there and doesn't yell or scream back, even knowing the neighbors have already told us and have already accounted for that, yeah, he does it too. It's both of them.
But dude, this has been going on for years, you know what I mean? And I've never once raised a hand to her. You know, this last time I just told her, you know, I'm just tired of your lies. I don't believe you, man. I don't even think we should be around each other. It disgusts me because we used to be close. You know, we weren't always like that. And I'm sorry it is the way it is, but if I would have known, I would have paid more attention, asked more questions, you know what I mean? But it's just where we were, man, at that time.
Okay.
And I haven't been in trouble with the law since I got out of prison. I'm in college, man. 4.0 student president's list. 15 times straight, dude. Into the Lord now, you know?
Okay.
The last time I had seen her, when she came...
Okay. I don't know how much body cam y'all watch. I've been on a crime kick recently, and this is something a lot of perpetrators try to do, is they'll sit there and try to be like, oh, see, I'm like such this good person, I make good grades, I'm into the Lord, I haven't been in trouble with the cops, because they try to paint themselves as a good person to throw you off the trail of like it could be them. But same way with he's trying to like paint his mother as the aggressor 100% of the time, and we don't know the full story, right? So we can't say the mother was never the aggressor. Like that can't happen because we don't know like every side. But we've heard from the neighbors that they both fight, and clearly if y'all are constantly fighting, something is going on between you, the two of them. Yet he's trying to paint the picture of like, well, she was the aggressor, but I would never hit her or even raise my hand or yell back at her or anything else, because he's trying to make it sound like he's done nothing wrong and it's on the cops. And his story is already folded apart in the beginning, where he told everybody else, hey, I'm going to keep bringing this up because it's just the biggest piece of his story that's not adding up. Yeah, she went to Mexico with her boyfriend. I know where she went. But now he's telling the cops right here, I would have asked more questions. I have no idea where my mom's at. If we weren't fighting so much, I would have asked more questions to find out what was going on, where she disappeared, who she was hanging around with. Like, I just have no idea. So his story falls apart right there. And then he's overly trying and adding in way too many details to make him seem like he's the good guy. And he's done nothing wrong the whole time he's lived with her.
Man, I asked her, what are you doing? She said, I've been kicking with her. She said, I've been seeing her, is what she said. And I just went to my room. I thought she was going to crash here in her room. I woke up in the morning. There was a load of clothes in the washer because we have a front loader. So she tends to leave the clothes in there and it stinks the front loader. So I thought she was in her room. So I went in her room and she was gone. So I put her clothes to dry. That was the last time I seen her, man.
Okay. Alright. And before that...
Again, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep holding this up and then I'll bring it back up. I hate the way he's not sticking to a story. I hate when... Okay, I'm glad when like people do crimes and they get caught, but I also hate it when they're just not smart in the situation and they keep picking apart a story. The way he's like, that's the last I seen her. She just disappeared and I have no idea what happened. You told everybody else you knew she went to Mexico. Bro, stick with the story. Stick with the story.
She didn't mention anything about going anywhere, seeing anybody.
Just yeah, man.
While one officer continues chatting,
And then he
with
says
Leroy,
she only mentioned
another
seeing
heads
one
into the
guy and that's
kitchen,
it, and nothing else.
where the case of
Then how do you know
missing
she's in
Ernestina
Mexico?
is about to be solved.
Living at the bottom, I want that pee, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah, I got you.
wait. I'm not... Again, I'm not against criminals being caught, right? But this can be a sticky situation for everyone involved, as in... Hold on. I'm going to bring this up here. I'm going to put it back because of what this video title is. But do they have a warrant to search his house? Because two things here. One, if he doesn't have a warrant... Oh yeah, stories change all the time when panicking. That's one of the easiest ways they catch people in lies, is when they're panicking, how well they stick to their story. But I was going to say here, does this cop have a search warrant? Because if not, two things. One, this is a slippery slope, because I can get this whole case just thrown out the window because the cop went against the person's legal rights. And also, I think that's wrong. if he doesn't have a warrant and he's searching the house, because then that can affect anybody. Even if somebody's not a victim of a crime, they still should need a warrant. Well, see, not necessarily. They can still go in the house without a warrant because they asked if they can come in, and the guy said, yes, you can come in my house. The thing is, though, the guy never said you're free to search my house. He only said you're free to step inside, which means like they can look around the area they're standing in. That doesn't mean they have the right to just walk around and search and whatever they want. And again, I don't want this misconstrued as like I'm okay with criminals getting away with crime because this guy allegedly, you know, killed his mother, all that. But my point is that's a slippery slope for everybody involved, because then cops can try to like search. Let's say you didn't do a crime, but the cops think you did, and they just come in and they search your house and they didn't have a warrant. Then they can find anything to try to link you to it, but also that can get the case thrown out with no question asked. Also, I will hydrate. Thank you, Megalo, and welcome in, Bomi. Oh yeah, you like my wings? They're the same wings as always. It's just a different outfit. So I'm a little interested. Oh yeah, you like it? You like it? I thought it was a decent green. I figured it would stand out some. But yeah, I'm done with my rant of the whole like, it's a slippery slope if this cop doesn't have a warrant, because that can affect multiple people, criminals and non-criminals. It can also affect the officers, because when they're going outside of their own jurisdiction, it can get a whole case and everything thrown out. And I'm gonna continue. Let's see what this guy finds though when he opens up this freezer. If it's what the video title says. Ooh. I already don't like this man's freezer. I see shrimp. I'm not a shrimp person. Like, he was allowed in the house. He wasn't allowed to search. That's my thing. Do you have a warrant? Please tell me you're within your legal jurisdiction right now. Why are we just moving on? Oh no. Y'all, that bag is body shaped.
Hidden beneath the hot pockets and frozen shrimp, the officer makes a disturbing discovery, described in an affidavit as
that bag
the
is body
partially
shaped.
dismembered remains of an adult human being.
Wait. Where's the other half? Hold up. Hands on the keyboard. Where's the other half? What do you mean the partial and dismembered? Oh, please tell me they find the other half. And also, please tell me they throw away those Hot Pockets and shrimps. Actually, throw away everything in that freezer. And how demented are you to where first you're going to kill your own mother? Allegedly, of course. You know, I don't save my own ass. But how are you going to allegedly, quote unquote, kill your own mother and then save her body? What kind of twisted, messed up, Dahmer shit are you on? But, yeah, okay, I hope there's 2 bags in that freezer, and also I hope you throw out everything in that freezer, and that nobody ate anything in there, and it got, like, taken for contamination. Listen, I know you're trying to be funny, where you say you'll take the shrimp if I don't want it, but I'm gonna let you know, that violates so many health code regulations, and that's a sure way to get a disease, is to eat something that's been in that freezer right there. Sorry, I'm grossed out thinking about it. He put that down a lot slower than I would have. I would have put down that bag so quick. And look at the way he just casually walks back in. He's just like, yep, hands on hips. Hi.
Go and put your hands behind your back.
Right.
She's in the freezer.
Okay.
You know what? I'll give it to him.
I know.
He knew he got caught.
I know. It's a lawyer, man.
Be quiet.
And
I know it's bad.
he did just like, I'm sorry. I am going to criticize the cops a little bit here. Yeah, it's good they found the body, whatever. Again, don't take this as I'm anti-criminal. There's just, I'm going to nitpick everything I noticed in this video that I can nitpick. First off, the officer way too casually walked back into the living room. Better at his job than me. I would have like dropped that body and just ran in and been like, turn around. One, the guy knows he was caught because he turned around so quickly, didn't fight it, nothing. But I will say I'm surprised because most people in body cam footage, they do tend to fight when they're caught doing a crime of any kind or when they're accused. But I get what he did was a heinous act. But again, the cops, when he was like, I want a lawyer, telling him to shut the fuck up. Again, yes, cops have the right to legally lie to you. You do have the right to remain silent, but you have the right to speak as well. And you also have the right to ask for a lawyer. They can't tell you no on that aspect. Now, I do know some states are like iffy with a public defender and attorneys. Like, I had a family member that lived in a state to where you were only appointed a public attorney if you made under so much money, because then you had to be under a certain, like, monthly income threshold, because they had to deem you, financially required to be able to apply for an attorney, because you wouldn't be able to afford one on your own. And if you met the financial requirements to afford one on your own, then you'd have to get your own, and the state wouldn't appoint you one. But that right there, they can't just be like, shut up. They can tell you have the right to remain silent, though, because he does. And they can't tell him he can't ask for a lawyer. Everyone has that public right. Heads up, you have the right to ask for an attorney. Also stretch, okay. I am stretching. Thanks for the hydrates and the head pats.
Okay.
Thank you, man. Hey, will you take the dogs in, please, sir? So they don't stay out here?
Huh? I can't put him out.
Also,
I can't put him inside there.
I'm trying to think how twisted his mind is, because he's a little way too casual about the situation, like the guy.
No.
Like, is he just accepting it?
Going in there.
I can't tell if he's just accepted it already,
Hey, sir, I love those dogs, man. They're all my dogs, brother.
or what's
I'm
happened.
real property, man. There's a story to everything, man. I love
'Cause
you
he's-
guys, man.
He's a little too casual with getting arrested here with what's happened.
Huh?
Can I kiss the dog goodbye?
Just finish your cigarette and have a seat in the car.
Can I finish my smoke?
You know, they did tell him to finish the cigarette. You know, the cops are being nice there. Most people would have said no. But, no, they
I
were.
love you.
He's been a little too nice to them arresting him. I don't know what's happening.
I'm just gonna let him
Come on, buddy.
and go back
Thank
here.
you, man. I appreciate it.
Aww.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
Nice to me. If I found your dead mama's body in the freezer, your dogs are not getting in the car with you. I do not care.
I know.
You don't.
Hey,
I don't trust you with them babies no more. I do not trust you with them babies no more.
Dude, she's in the freezer. She's wrapped up in a trash bag in the freezer. But it's clearly a body. Like her head, right?
As crime scene investigators descend on the scene, Leroy is taken to an interview room where detectives have plenty of questions for him.
I'm curious why he's so casual about being arrested over this.
You know, it happened to me, and I still don't believe it, bro. I still can't make sense of it. Most of it's lies anyways. You never get them to get the truth. You know what I mean?
who's lying?
I don't know, man. I don't know who they are, I don't know what the they are, man. Witches. I don't know what you call them. People who are giving their life to darkness, you know. My family, I come from a family of witches. My grandma, my aunts, my mom. It's not something you talk about, really. It's a secret. You can't talk about it. And
Okay, Bomi, I think you're 100% right. He probably knew it was going to happen, so he just let him in the house and accepted his faith already. But is he about to turn this into like a whole, I did it for God because I turned my life to God and they're doing witchcraft, so I had to end her situation? And, okay, I'm assuming here, I could be wrong. But he had a Spanish last name and accused his mom of, like, going to Mexico. So they could be Spanish. So you don't know that the word's bruja? You don't know the word for it? Or what it's called? It's called brujidia? A bruja? Don't ask me to roll my R's right now, please. And side note, before I forget, I'm so sorry if my mic quality, I just want to say it was so natural because he froze her so he could keep her Social Security. You know, that could be true because they did say you tried to keep her Social Security checks. So the longer they could go without proving she's dead, the more checks she would get in the mail. So it could be for that, for her SSI and stuff. And I think you're 100% right. But I don't know. I feel like he accepted a little too much. So I think, Bomi, you are 100% correct when you say he probably knew it was going to happen. So he just accepted it beforehand and let it happen. But he mentioned he went to Christ. Now he's talking about witchcraft and they're evil and darkness. And I'm not going to go down the conversation of what people believe religiously. That is between you and your religion and your higher power. But I wonder if he's going to try to turn this into a whole, like, I did it for God, so I'm righteous, and it was to get the evil out of the world, and I did it for the almighty power. That's where I'm curious and think he's going to take this, because that's what it sounds like he's setting up for. And again, I could be assuming, like, it's a major assumption, I could be wrong, but he has a Spanish last name, so, again, you should know it's called Brujeria, or a bruja. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like he's going to do it as a way to fish to get off. You're 100% right, fishing to get off. There are a lot of criminals when they're in prison or anything, they'll try to get off easier or to make bail or to get out of trial. We'll talk about how they suddenly came to Christ and Lord Almighty because they think it'll make people have a soft spot for them and feel bad for them. But I'm going to let it play. And I'm sorry if the mic quality is off, my rubber band snapped. I'm going to try to put a new one back on while this video plays.
I don't know if I was promised or... I've heard so many lies, dude.
When you say you were promised, what does that mean?
I know, promised to Satan.
Like by
Promised
family?
my mom, yeah.
How did you...
What did I tell you? Did he say his mom made him as a final promise? Or he promised his mom to Satan as a final promise? Hold on, I gotta go back to that.
Like by... What does that mean?
I know, promised to Satan.
Like by
Promised
family?
my mom, yeah.
How did you find out about that?
It's just shit you gotta learn from other witches, you know, that ain't into it and shit. You gotta talk to them, ask them questions.
Yeah, chat, y'all, everyone, what? I'm so confused. Yeah, hold on, I'm short-circuiting. Is he saying demons came after him and made him promise his mom to Satan as a sacrifice? Or that his mom promised him to Satan as a sacrifice, so he killed his mom before she could sacrifice him? What are y'all picking up out of the situation? Because I can't tell, because he hasn't made it very clear in the situation. Because he didn't say he was a witch. He said his mom was a witch. And he comes from, like, family of practitioners. And you know these things by talking to other witches and practitioners. What? I'm literally confused. And if he's trying to say demons took him over and made him promise his mom as a sacrifice to Satan. You're playing Avatar. Listen, I feel you. But he's not being clear on which one it is. Whether he had to make the sacrifice, or if his mom was supposed to sacrifice him so he got to his mom before she can get to him.
You know, and then you're still just guessing, really, because I despise evil, bro. I mean, what I did was a bad thing, and I can't ever take that back. Only God's the judge.
Leroy shares an unusual story with detectives, saying his family is, quote, full of witches who he says are out to get him. Next, detectives look for more details on Ernestina's death.
What happened on that day?
I snapped, man. I had enough of bullshit. Secrets behind my back. You know, they tell you one thing, but behind your back is this and that. And all I did was cook, clean, do laundry, cook 3 meals a day. You know, there's a things you should do, make you look bad, you know, because I'm living at the house. I can't even get a job because these people do. I had to quit 3 of my jobs. I know, trust me, if it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't believe it, bro, but I don't know how they get so much influence or what they do, but it's a really nightmare, bro. So I think it's a nightmare, man, but here's a quarter, it's on fire. You know, it looks like a quarter, it's on fire, and he's like, ha, 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 and he drops his quarter. And when he drops it, it rolls down my head,
So,
down the middle of my nose,
witches
down my arm,
cursed
down
him
his
to do
middle
this to
finger.
his mother?
And I jump up and I'm like, I have a nightmare. I go back to sleep. The morning comes around, I tell my grandpa's wife, I'm gonna use the bathroom, wash up. I wet my face. When I look up in the mirror, there's a burn mark, everywhere that coin hit me. All down my middle finger. I don't know what that meant. Maybe that. I don't know. Somebody said that might have meant that my soul is, he's already paid for it. You know what I mean?
When did that happen?
That's the night.
Okay, sorry. I'm deciphering this as I listen to him, and I hope the mic sounds slightly better. I fixed the pop filter on it. But they have to pay a fee. Okay, I'm slightly gathering what he's saying, because he's saying that it could have meant his soul was already paid for. So what he is trying to say is his mom used his soul as a sacrifice to the devil. And okay, right? I've been deciphering on who was apparently made this contract with the devil. He's saying the mom made a contract with the devil using his soul against his will and without asking. Okay, the plunger, I'm sorry, it's making it so funny. I'm just so sorry. Glad I deciphered this. So he went after his mom to do an evil thing to get rid of evil before she could use him as a sacrifice for the devil. He's using PEMDAS logic, because a negative plus a negative equals a positive. It's PEMDAS, right? That's what he is. That's the logic he's using, and he's saying he went to other witch practitioners to find out if he was cursed, and when he did, they're saying that he found out the curse put on him was one that his mom made against his will to give his soul to the devil. Okay. I'm figuring this out. I'm so sorry. I've just been so excited to, like, decipher this, because I've been so confused this whole time he's been talking.
That shit got in me when I thought that thing was in me. Well, ever since then, I started looking for God. I started looking for Jesus. I've never seen God. I've never heard him. I've never felt him. It's been years I've been looking.
And you think the evil got inside of you, and that's what?
The evil?
Yeah.
But when that happened, they're evil, bro. Not me. I did a bad thing, but and I'll own up to it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I want to ask for this sentence, see?
Oh, okay. Like, correction, I think I was wrong. He's saying that he did it because his mom gave his soul to the devil for evil, so it overcome him and he did a very evil thing against his own will. I wonder if he's going to try to plead insanity. What do y'all think? Let me know in chat. I think he's going to try to plead insanity. Also, I do wonder if he has maybe some kind of psychological problem, and he truly, like, does think that something came over him and it was all against his own will, or if he's making up a story to, like you said, Bomi, fishing for a way to get off.
Special case, I want to pay life for life.
What happened? What happened to your mom?
I do think he really thinks he did it all against his own will, and he was, like, possessed by something, because he's way too casual about the situation.
Trying to get them supposed to kill me, and these gangsters who run boot camp. All right, so let me tell you how that happened. Well, she picks me up from Lubbock. And, I want to come home. I've never had problems with her, dude. She's always been my best friend, my come to, always be around. This is when it's 17 years ago. And,
What did you do? Help me to understand.
you looked at it, man. You saw it.
Oh, he's admitting
Detectives
to it.
repeatedly pry for details behind the gruesome crime before Leroy stuns detectives with an unexpected confession.
The way we did her old man, Angel. I chopped him up in that freezer, and put him in the dump somewhere.
Wait. So that wasn't his mother? Because he said the old man. Or was one bag his mother In the other bag, an old man. Y'all, is he about to confess to having 2 people in the freezer?
Couldn't do that to her, eh? Like she was trapped after all that shit she's done to me. Now there's another vault though. Her old man's in the dump somewhere, Bob. Apartments. Put him in bags, chopped him up, and threw him away like trash, eh?
Step grandma aunt? Step G-ma and ma? No. He said old man. So he took the mom's boyfriend and he just said he cut him up, put him in a bag, and dropped him in the dumpster. But he felt bad putting the mom in the dumpster, so he kept her in the house. Because she's done too much and gave him a place to stay. So he wanted to give her a place to stay. Whoa. Y'all, this is one of the reasons I'm scared to have children growing up. Like, when I get older. Yeah, I'm with you. Like, blink, what the fuck? Like, have y'all seen that what the fuck Venn diagram? Where it's like, the fuck what, the what the, and in the middle it's like, what the fuck? That's how I feel right now. Like, what? Also, thank you for the look. I appreciate it. But, oh, he just admitted to being more than just his mom. Whoa.
You couldn't do that to mom.
You hold on. You do not. Yeah, I killed him. Because they were, trying to set me up. I walked in his room and I shot him. Pop. And I put the gun down. I told her to call the police.
Were they living together?
When I thought you driving that Camaro, that was his.
That used to be his car?
Oh, he got away with the first one. Also, thanks for still being here, Megalo. But he's literally admitting to getting away with the first murder, and now he's admitting he did it.
She tells me, no, I need you out here.
Whoa. Well, now we know why him and his mama fighting all the time.
Something to chop him up with, eh? And get rid of the body. I never got rid of a body. But that's my mom, I'll do it. You know what I mean? Whatever she says.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the mom help him hit.
Where was this?
It took me 2 hours, eh? To chop that up. Get rid of him, you know what I mean?
Whoa.
My mom's been in that freezer for 3 weeks, eh? 3 weeks because I couldn't chop her up like that.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? I tried.
Whoa.
You saw that. But I got sick and started.
What'd you do to her before that?
You heard that right. Leroy admits to dismembering his mother and stashing her remains in the freezer, but also claims he was behind the similar murder of her boyfriend years prior. Now, detectives continue digging for more details.
Okay. I'm not trying to victim blame, because it's probably going to go like this. But this is partially on the mama for covering up his crimes for him and letting him get away with murder, making him think it's okay and it's something he can get away with. What do you mean you killed your mom's boyfriend a few years ago and got away with it? Because your mom told you how to hide the body and help you with it. Okay, listen, I don't like being a victim blamer, so I'm not saying it's the mom's fault that she got killed, but I am saying she fed into his behavior way too much, which is not good and helped lead to this. Because what do you mean your son kills your boyfriend in front of you and you help your son hide the body so he doesn't get in trouble? Nah. Mama should have put it into it right then and there and like snitched on her son. But also, here's the thing. I know a lot of people come from families where the parents would like protect their children at no cost. No. My mother has been very honest with me growing up the whole time that if I commit a crime and she knows about it, I'm doing the time. She's always said, don't do a crime. If you do, don't be dumb enough to get caught because you're doing the time and I'm letting you sit your ass in jail. The mother here was not helping him not commit crimes by literally helping him hide a body a few years ago instead of making him pay for it and letting him go through the punishments of murder. Don't protect your murderous children. It leads to them causing more crimes and more murders.
She woke up talking some shit.
This is
This and that.
very inappropriate.
Lies, dude. Straight
But-
lies all the time. You know, like I'm a stupid kid.
The way they're in New
Like, I don't know
Mexico,
any better, you know? I
but he
put
has
all
like
that
the
shit 'cause I
Canadian
love her,
accent
and
where
I
he says
prayed
A
her
after
for
every
me.
single sentence. I'm trying so hard not to laugh at it because it's such a serious video and that's so like inappropriate and out of topic to bring up. Also, I like how they blurred out the Chick-fil-A logo as if we can't tell that that's Chick-fil-A. We can still tell that's Chick-fil-A.
You know how I told you she admitted they got these guys after me?
Right, yeah.
After that, she started saying she'd never do that. That she never would have got nobody after it. She loved me. It's all bullshit.
So she was telling you, like, I wouldn't send people after you.
Nah, she
And now he
loved me
believes his
worse
mama
than me,
wouldn't
or
send
I'm
people
number one.
after him to kill him and that she loved him. But she helped you had a body and you don't believe her?
Some Cause she told a couple
My mama loved me, but she ain't helping me hide a body.
I've done nothing than what I've done now. Never, eh? That's never crossed my mind.
What'd you use to strangle her?
My arm. Like that.
Which arm?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I just
So, how long did you hold her?
for a little while. It took a long time, eh? It's not like you think.
Took a long time. How come you held her so long?
Huh?
Why did you hold her so long?
Why you ask questions like, you know why? It's a killer, right?
Yeah, clearly,
Just kidding.
this sounds bad.
You kind of made that decision
But
that
he held her so long to clearly make sure he finished the job, obviously.
I begged her, I pleaded with her 17 years. Eh? You know, that's 17 years. It was 13 years when we killed out her boyfriend.
13 years ago that happened?
No, 13 years into this shit. All these dudes have been after me. And I woke up one day and got man, keep on. That's when I shot him. I was gonna shoot her too, and I couldn't here.
And this is like 4 years ago then?
3-4 years ago.
And I feel like that's why they were always fighting, too. Because
missed him, man.
if y'all are unaware, and I'm trying not to pause the video too much, that's why I'm just kind of talk through it a little bit right now. But if you're unaware, murdering another human does psychological damage to someone's body, like their brain, and they don't think properly, and it does mess with like the chemical makeup and the way their thought process works. So that's probably why they were constantly arguing and getting into fights afterwards, because he says before that they were fine and he doesn't know what happened or what snapped in them and why they started arguing. Because you murdered somebody and hide a body together, you messed with the chemical makeup of your brain, and now you're constantly in fight or flight.
The sawzall is under the sink. Can you get it?
Sawzall under the sink. And did you use anything else?
No, I'm the.
Where did you cut her up?
I got a freezer.
What's that?
In the freezer.
Oh, she was in the freezer and that's where you cut?
Just a couple times I couldn't do it. I think I took off what a leg, both legs and an arm or something. About right here.
She was laying in the freezer as you were cutting?
No. No, I didn't get rid of her like did her boyfriend. I couldn't do it, eh? I didn't want to kill her, eh?
Now, Leroy says he used a sawzall to dismember his mother after strangling her to death weeks before. But his admissions don't stop there.
How long did you wait before trying to cut her up?
Let me ask you a question. Is this true? If you wait a couple days, the blood will thicken? Is that true?
What a weird comment to ask.
I've never
actually
heard that, but
You never actually heard that? Maybe
I might actually get sick
Is that
over
what you
this.
I waited a couple days.
What?
But I got fun. So
Out of this whole thing, and that's what you
I
asked?
don't know if that was true. Well, it kind of don't matter when you freeze them.
Megalo, you're gonna have to give me a second on that hydration. I gotta forget what I just heard him ask in the middle of the situation.
Next, Leroy gets back to what happened the day he allegedly murdered his mother.
She wanted me to put that phone case I ordered for her on Amazon. You know that front protector piece. That,
like the little screen protector?
Nah. She's like, come on, put this on. I can't do it. You know. do this, do that. And Mrs. Cool, like you're supposed to say you're supposed to do for your mom, but
I'm sorry. I'm not over that. And still got a few minutes left of this video. I'm a curious person. I ask inappropriate questions in the most random situations because the thought just comes in my brain. I'm like, I gotta ask this now or I'm gonna forget. But, oh god, that one actually might make me sick to think about. How are you in the middle of a murder investigation? You just admitted to killing your own mother, and the question you want to ask the officer is it true that blood thickens up after you wait a few days? Sir, you got Google on your phone. You could have Googled this. You just admitted to murdering your mom, and that's what's on your mind. Not what you did. Not how much time you're going to serve. Not if you're, like, what charges you're going to get. It's, does blood thicken up after a few days? Like, where's the thought process of priority here?
But your mom's supposed to be your mom, man. You know? Not all that two-faced shit behind your back.
Did you hit her at all?
Nah.
Ever?
Nah. Never. I never...
Yeah, I didn't hit her. I just strangled her, you know?
Till that night, that day.
Not that I did anything else. I just strangled her. I never hit her,
I'm not a
though.
bad guy. I'm actually a good person.
I'm not a bad guy.
But
I just
Had you been
killed people and chopped up their bodies.
This you strangled your mom?
I eat a little here and there. But... like, tiny little...
Like, God, this man's list of priorities and his thought process is gonna kill me.
And then every 7 days, I'll do it all.
That's not the first time you strangled your mom.
That's the first time.
How come? What happened in 2023?
Liar about that shit.
So she lied about you
She
strangling
lies
her?
all the time, dude. She's a narcissist, dude.
But then today you strangled her for real?
Yeah.
But she was lying then?
She lies all the time, bro. All the time. She said I used to beat her, steal her money, and what else did she say? She even told some dude I beat her with a stick one time. All that shit was lies, bro.
Again, we can't prove it. And he could be telling the truth. But I don't know if Mama was lying. Because how do you go from never hitting your mom to never raising your voice at her to all of a sudden you just strangle her from behind to death, but you're saying you never beat her, never strangled her before, never hit her, never stole from her. You just go from being a perfect son to strangling her to death? That doesn't happen very often. I'm just saying, doesn't happen very often. I don't know if I can believe this one. I don't know if I can believe your story there, sir.
Straight line.
Sorry, I accidentally muted my mic. But also, again, he told the neighbors his mom went to Mexico with her boyfriend. But then he says that they murdered her boyfriend about 4 years ago. So the neighbors didn't even know she had a boyfriend. So how are you trying to lie with her boyfriend and act like he's still around and the neighbors knew who he was?
Where'd you leave her?
People's thought process.
Freezer.
Okay, you left her in the freezer.
I told you, I put her in there and I left her in there.
She
I
just
threw
stayed
some shit on top and never looked at her again,
Until you
eh?
tried
It's
it.
still bugging me, you know?
Mhm.
It's still bugging me. I don't even want to see her, you know? I love her, eh? I don't care what nobody says. I always love her, but... I know it's messed up, man. I wish I didn't do that.
Do you think it was wrong what she did?
Nah, it was wrong. There's only one judge, that's God. I should let him judge, eh? But no matter what she's done, I should have done that, eh? She should have died a long time ago.
Leroy.
Whoa. Goes from I shouldn't have done that and that's wrong to she should have died alone. I don't get this man's thought process. Listen, I'm gonna get... Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that.
Every shot,
Hold on.
But then today you strangled.
time, I never looked. I don't
Sorry.
want to see her, eh?
Let me get this back.
Do you think it was wrong what she did?
God, I should let him judge, eh?
Okay, we're back to the main point of the video. Listen, y'all are gonna get some Iris lore. I'm gonna get real close for this one. Real close. And I'm gonna have a chat with y'all. And we're gonna be a little personal. Iris did not grow up with the best of father. Right? I could tell you with no care in the world, I'm surprised that man isn't dead yet. And he should have died a long time ago, right? And I can tell you, I was the best child to the best of my ability. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna murder the man. I do think severe trauma can lead people to do that when they feel like there's no way out, right? And they feel like there's no other option. However, to go from I love her, I should have never killed her, to she should have died a long time ago because she's a bad person, is a very wild and crazy stretch of how you get to point A to point B. Because 9 times out of 10, from the people who have been in my situation and personal opinions, and from other people I have talked to, you know, like I said, from personally and from people I have talked to who has been in the same situation as me, you're not going to care or say you love that person and then also say at the same time they should have died a long time ago and I would be happier and the world would be better without them. Those are two things that don't usually go hand in hand. And if they do, what is going on in your brain psychologically? Like, I want to pick apart your brain, because how do you end up, again, from point A to point B? I don't get it. I don't get it. And then for you to say you loved her, but you murdered her. Like, what in the... I said it earlier, but what in the Dahmer shit is going on here? Like, that is some Jeffrey Dahmer level of excuse in belief. Because Dahmer literally murdered those people because he thought he loved them and he had, like, deep abandonment issues. And it was how he thought they... And Dahmer thought if he murdered people and ate them, they couldn't abandon him. And he would always have the people he loved with him. So what is... This guy, right? Let's get him in frame. What is your thought process here? Like, what? What is going on? I'm just going to take a deep breath in. Let's all do it, you know? Deep breaths. And out. It's okay. It's fine. I'm just a little confused and a little concerned. I'm going to go back to my corner and let this guy finish his statement, though. Even knowing I'm very confused. Let me go back to my corner.
She should have died a long time ago.
Leroy was booked for an open count of murder and tampering with evidence. At last check, online records indicate he was deemed incompetent to stand trial and committed to the New Mexico Behavioral Health Institute for treatment. As officials attempt to return the 49-year-old to competency,
You know what? I agree with that. They definitely need to send him somewhere to get checked out mentally. Because there's something going on in here that... This is one of those cases where I see it and I don't think the guy is faking being insane. Like, because, you know, when people try to fake insanity to plead insanity, I don't think he's doing that. This guy was way too chill and he's way too casual, and I think he genuinely believes what he was saying.
Case remains open. Before heading to jail, Leroy shares his alleged background with police.
I was an actor for 8 years. I've got speaking roles and, I don't know, it's like 76 different movies, commercials. And
Yeah, what's your IMDb?
I'm a 4.0 student in college. Computer science, a president splits 15 times straight. And I got my head checked.
I believe you.
Twice, man. Said I'm clear, I'm good. I wrote a book, put it on Amazon, eh?
You have a book on Amazon?
I did, I took it off.
What was the title of it?
Out of the darkness into the light.
Subscribe now for easier access to the latest from law.
Y'all go subscribe. Since we watching their video, go show them some love.